Hello class and welcome to Database Concepts Fall 2019. My name is Joel. I'll be your instructor for this semester. And if you're watching this video, that means you are in the right spot, which is to give you an overview of what to expect during the semester so you have a wonderful and successful one. Learn some fun stuff and have fun. So as soon as you log into Blackboard, the first thing that shows up is announcements. That's basically how I really try to communicate with you guys so everybody has access to it. So I strongly recommend as much as possible during the week to check in, by logging in, checking if there is any announcement or something like that in Blackboard. At least like a couple of times during the week, and not wait until the end of the week for you to start, getting the work done. So if you're watching the video, that means you read the second paragraph, which tells you, that you need to go to getting started to watch the video. From there, everything that you need is under Learning Units folder on your left-hand side of the screen, and we'll go through the material of it. What I want you also to accomplish is open this link right here for e-learning and just fill it up. It takes like maybe a couple minutes for you to get it done. So you select your course and then put the name, etc. It's a e-learning consent form, so it will take just a couple minutes. Please do so as soon as possible. From there, you'll be able to go under the syllabi, and that's what we're going to check first. So you'll get a description in the syllabus, and you'll see my office, where is it located, second floor of the RTC building, my office hours when I'm available over there. Best way to do it is for you guys is just email me, and if you want to stop by, so I'll make sure that I'm in my office when you stop by. Other ways of communication, either my phone number, you can contact me, leave a phone, voicemail in my a message in my voicemail inbox, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But really the best way to get hold of me is via email, because I check my email 7 days a week. So once you send an email, please allow at least 24 hours and I'll try to get back to you before. Now when it comes to emails, humongous problem that students always forget to do is put the class name. I would love if you can put your name and the class and the subject title. So when you create a new message, you have to put my email address, then you have the subject title. I would love if you put your name and then the class. If not, at least put the class COMI261 WW01. I'll know it's from a student, it's not junk. I receive a lot of junk mail every single day. It's insane. I don't open them, I don't look at them. Most of the time I just delete them immediately. So if you send me an email and I don't respond within let's say 28 hours, 30 hours, please send it again until you get hold of me. So it's very critical for you to please try to remember to put COMI261 and your name in the subject title. I know it's a student, I know it's a 9-on-1 need. I need to get hold, to reply to you guys immediately. If I get it, even if I don't have an answer for you at that time, once I reply to you, I'll tell you, hey, got your message, we'll get back to you. Then you should have peace of mind. That means I will get back to you. If you don't hear from me the next day, like past 1 day, please send it again until you get an answer from me. So course will teach you about database. We'll have two different parts of the semester. One of them will teach you about the concepts of database, and we'll touch a little bit about Access, SQL with Access, and we'll touch a little bit about like the design and how it's done and etc. And then the second part is mainly the coding part. It is the SQL. We'll be using Oracle to do so. And if you look at the two books that we have, the first one, which is Concept of Database Management, the second one is just actually SQL. And for the platform, we'll be using Oracle, which you'll see a lot in the back end in corporate environment. That's why I like to use it, and it's pretty useful to learn how to use it. So I'm not going to waste your time on course objectives, class expectations, attendance. If you have financial aid and you must be present every single week to receive financial aid, it's something that you need to accomplish once a week. So our semester starts Tuesday the 3rd of September. So the next the following one, so basically what you'll need to accomplish is get attendance done before Monday, of the following week, 11:59 p.m. And you go under weekly attendance, and it's just a quick one question: are you present for the week? And that's what we have to turn in for financial aid purposes. It's law. We have to follow the law, and then you should put up. So made a mistake. You have to put true. Yes, I'm present for the week. Save and submit, and that's pretty much it. And then on Tuesday, for me, I have to send your attendance to the federal government. Basically, that's what it is. And once that is turned in, that's basically, I cannot change it. So I cannot change. If I mark you absent, if you don't do attendance, then at that time it is absent. If you don't if you don't have financial aid, you're paying out of pocket, then that should not be a problem. You shouldn't have a problem with financial aid at all. So now, as for assignments points and point values, you'll have assignments, weekly quizzes, and then you'll have 2 tests, and then you'll have a project at the end of the semester. So the project is not until week 13 or 14 of the semester. But weekly, you'll have assignments. I'll show you in a bit what I'm talking about assignments. You'll have a quiz that you need to complete, and then you will have a midterm and a final exam. Actually, each book will have an exam. So it's actually test 1, test 2. Test 1 is about the first textbook. Test 2 is about the second one. Grades, the usual, you guys are used to it. Grading, I think that's the number that you'll have. So it's basically whatever you earn divided by the total, and then you'll get your percentage right there. Due dates, everything is due. It's assigned on Tuesday at midnight, so start of the week, and it's due by Monday 11:59 of the following week. So you'll have to complete it and turn it in. Complete the quiz before the start of the following week. Late policy, I don't accept late work. Now, if something, hopefully nothing special bad will happen to you or your loved ones, hopefully nothing like this. If something happened, emergency health issues, please get hold of me. I'll try to work something out and get it approved by my superior, my boss, and then we'll figure something out. But get hold of me if there is a serious excuse, and don't wait until the end of the semester to get hold of me at that time. Withdrawal policy, there's the dates on the bottom. At the last page of the syllabus, you'll be able to review that. NS grade is basically you not just being present, not completing any work, which is a failing grade. Financial aid, please contact financial aid services. They'll be able to walk you through what you need to accomplish. Incomplete policy, it's not giving to this course. Cheating, hopefully that will not be a problem. I'm not worried about that. Now here is the course assessment and due dates. So as you can see, we start on September 3rd, and you'll be completing chapter 1 and chapter 2 from the first textbook, which is the concept of database management. So you'll read the chapter, do the practices, and I'll talk about the practices in a second. They do help you tremendously to complete your assignment. They're very similar because you have 3, you'll see it in a sec, you have 3 different case scenarios, like case scenarios about companies that you'll need to utilize, and I'm giving you the answer key of 2 of them, and then you'll need to complete 1 of them. So if you do the practices, look at the answer key, then I'm pretty sure you'll be just fine, not have any problem related to that. And as you can see, week 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. So please take note of the due dates. Put them on your phone, on your tablet, on whatever works for you, so you can remember when the due dates are, so you're not behind, you're not missing any work. So if you have any accommodation eligibility, please get hold of me. Provide me the paperwork that the disability services will provide you, and then I'll work something out with you. Tutoring, I'm not sure if there's a tutor for the class yet, but you'll go to tutors.com/mat, and then you'll select your class, and then the e-learning center will be able to see if they have someone to provide you tutoring in relation to that. MCC Care team, professional people here that can help with any personal need that you might have, issues, etc. So please give them a shot if needed. Honor code, please read that. If you have any question, let me know. System policies, read that. Let me know if you have any questions. Students' responsibilities, basically your responsibilities is to complete the work on time. Please check Blackboard during the week a few times, not just semester starts on Tuesday. You wait until Monday night to check it, and then oops, you forgot to do something, and etc. and whatever. If there's any needs for change of the syllabi, I will let you know. I will update the syllabus, I will post an announcement at Blackboard, and I will email you so you know that there's any change to it. So these are the dates that I was telling you. You guys can review those important dates to worry about during the semester, and etc. etc. So that's pretty much it for the syllabus. I'm not gonna waste your time more on this. Let's the next thing you need to, I would love if you can do, is go on the discussion board. You'll find two different threads available. One is an introduction. If you can answer these questions, okay, introduce yourself. So you just go under introductions, and then you go under create a thread, and then you put your name, your last name, and then introduction, and then you can copy paste these and then just answer those. And it's just to introduce ourselves. As you can see, I have an intro by myself. You don't have to read it if you don't want to. It's not required. So it's all up to you guys. But please go ahead and try to post something in there to introduce, because we're missing that face-to-face environment. So if you go now on the learning modules, I will open more than one module. More than one units. So the first module is related to the concept of database management, and the second one will be related to something else, which I'll the second book, which is Guide to SQL. So here you'll find two folders. One that is called Database Needed, which are needed to complete your assignment. So one folder is Access Databases. So those are the ones that you need. So these are the databases that you can open in Access and then run your code and etc. from there. And then these are the SQL ones as needed, also the same one. So SQL, and the other ones are from Access. And once you read the chapters, you'll understand what I'm exactly referring to. So if you go under module 1, I already have 2 units open, which I'll do that often. I'll open 2 units at a time, which will allow you to work ahead for the folks that are working or have other classes. So if you're done with one, you can jump on the other one. The design of the units is all the same. So I'll give you an overview of the units. So as you can see, Unit 1 will be covering 2 chapters, Chapter 1 and 2. The objectives, activities, strongly recommend what to do, read the chapters, complete the quiz, review the answer key, the questions at the end of every chapter, and then review the answer key, which is on the bottom. I'll show you that in a sec. You have the PowerPoint presentation here. You have the quiz. So please do not start the quiz until you're ready to take it. It's usually 10 questions. Random questions, multiple choice and true and false, and you have 10 minutes to complete them. Once you start it, you have to finish it. Your assignment that you need to complete. So I gave you, for the first one, for the first textbook, basically everything that you do is you type it. You're not running something into code with either Oracle or Access. But if you want to do it, feel free to do it. I don't mind, as long as you give me the code itself, and I'll show you in a sec when Word opens how to answer. I'm actually, for every chapter, I give you the answer key for the first question. So you are getting the correct answer, which you can use to get points. So for example, for the first textbook, we'll be using the bit scenario, which there's multiple. There is colonial and sports and then bits. So three different type of cases. So the questions, if you look at the question in your textbook, the answer for the first one is right there. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to type the answers in this manner. So you look at this, you'll be able to answer it, etc. So if you look at the second question, it will tell you what needs to be completed. So in this case, chapter 2, how to complete blah blah blah. The answer is, you get it done, and then you move on to the next one. If you look at, let's go back, and I want to show you the solutions that will hopefully make a little bit more sense for you guys. If you look at the solutions, I have the review questions, the answer key for the review questions, and I also have the answer key of the 2 other cases, like the cases that are available. So if you study this, it will help you tremendously to complete your assignment, because they're very similar in the format. So how do I answer them? You answer them this way. You type them. Okay. And then if you look at the second one, that's the same thing. So right here, answer to physical therapy, sports, whatever case, that's how you answer these questions. So the one that you have that you'll be graded on is the bits one, and here is the same thing. So for the first chapter, for the first textbook, we basically are typing stuff. So for example, here, these answers are done. It's like when you're completing it in Access. So you tell me I have to add the trip table to the query design window, include the trip name and state field, blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly what you need to do. So you're typing and telling me what the answers are for each one of those, and similar to, you know, the next one, and etc., etc. So that's what you'll do for each assignment. And then another example, let me show you Unit 2, which has some coding in it. Unit 2 has some SQL coding that you complete. Oops, I have two documents. I should have probably needed to delete one, which I'll do in a sec. I'll eliminate the incorrect. So for example, right there, so this is the different type that is available. Let me show you the correct one, because this is not the right one. This is the assignment that you need to complete. So right there, the answer that you need to do, this is how you write in SQL. So as you can see, the code, the command itself is always in uppercase letter, and then the non-commands in lowercase. So select client number, client name, from where, from which table. The table is client, from table. So if you look at some of the questions, like chapter 4, you have to provide two answers. One of them is in SQL and one of them is in Access. And as you can see, I'll show you. So in SQL, I'll do create view, top level customer as, and then I have my select from, and I have my condition. And then I have select all with my star from the top level customer. Now, if I want to do the same thing in Access, create a query containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have my credit limit field. I have a criteria, which is greater than 10,000, same thing that I had here. So the idea is for you to learn how to run both Access and SQL at the same time. Why? Because a lot of time, small companies will use they'll start with Excel, they'll go to Access. When it becomes bigger, then they'll convert and move everything from Access to SQL. You guys can run, and it tells you right here, if you want to run your code in your SQL code in Access, you can utilize it and run it that way also. So that's the idea behind the assignments that you need to complete on a weekly basis. Then if you go back to learning, module 1, unit 1, I'm sorry. So from there, you'll have your quiz, you'll have your assignment, Dropbox. So when you're done, save your assignment. You can use the same document that I gave you, the Word document that I gave you. You can use this one and then continue. So this is question 1. So type question 2 and give an answer 3. That's not how you type the answers, okay? This is gibberish. And save this document and you just turn it in. Okay, that's basically what you guys are doing. So here, browse my computer, and that you just attach it like anything else that you need to attach, and you turn it in that way. Now, what else? So I showed you the review and colonial and physical sport cases. Key terms, they're useful. They're also available on the bottom of at the end of every chapter of your textbook. So that's what you'll have to do on a week-to-week basis. The chapters are not hard. They're not long, but you just need to spend some time on them and get them done that way, so you're not waiting until the last minute. They're a little bit time consuming, and that's basically what it is. Scanning the chapters, reading the chapters, reviewing the PowerPoint presentations, completing the quiz, the assignment, that's what you'll need to do on a week-to-week basis. And then, like I said, I'll have usually 1 or 2 different units open for use for the folks that want to work ahead of time. You'll be feel free to do so without any problem. I hope you'll have a great semester. Please, please, please get hold of me if there's anything that you are not sure about. Do not wait until the last minute. Please don't email me on Monday afternoon or evening and expecting me to reply to you before the due date, which is at 11:59 p.m. of every Monday. That's way too late, and by the time I get to you, it's past due, and you're missing easy points. Please don't miss those points. Everybody should be able to get a 4.0, 3.5 in this class without a whole lot of trouble. Especially that I am telling you what I'm expecting out of you, and I'm showing you how you need to answer the questions. So bonus for you guys is basically every chapter, the first question is given to you for free, which is usually either 2, 3, or 4 points that you guys get for every single assignment. I hope you'll have a great semester. Please get hold of me if you have any questions, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.